Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Chris Time, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Amazon stuff for the 3rd gen Chevy Colorado. Let's go. This is another Amazon video that I'm doing for the Chevy Colorado 3rd generation. And as always, I'm going to be linking everything down below in the description. So if you want, go ahead, check that out if you're interested in the products. If you haven't already, check out my other Amazon video that I did for the 3rd gen Chevy Colorado. Now, without further ado, let's get on with the first item. First thing that's on my list are all-weather floor mats. If you haven't already, all-weather floor mats are a great investment because unlike your factory cloth mats, all-weather floor mats are waterproof and will include a raised lip just in case you spill anything in your car. I had these installed all winter and it protected my carpet from salt and any other things that are on my shoes. They're easy to clean and they look really good. And since we're talking about floor mats, here's another thing that you will need. So I use my truck bed a lot and it is crazy the difference. This is without the bed mat, and then this is with. And I'm gonna lift this up to show you guys. Look at that. If you're taking it out of the box, of course they have to package this trunk mat or your bed mat. So basically it says to lay mats flat in direct sunlight for 30 to 60 minutes to help them return to shape. So this is what's gonna look like after you take it out of the box. As you can see, it is not perfectly lined up just yet because, like I said, due to shipping, they did have to fold this up a few times. Now, after 30 minutes to an hour, this should flatten and it should be a perfect fit. You're not gonna have to worry about placing everything carefully in there. You can literally just throw everything on your bed without any worries. Not only is this protecting your bed mat from getting all scratched and beaten up, but it also looks pretty good. It's easy to clean. Another neat accessory I found on Amazon are these badges. I love the look of it because it fills in the empty space that we have over here, because without this, I don't know, it looks kind of plain. The Z71 badge looks at home. It really fits well with the whole design of this vehicle because of this red stitching here. It matches the red lettering on the Z71 off-road badge that we have. For the ZR2 people, you already have a badge there, but since this is a Z71, I might as well put in a Z71 badge there too. I've got 2 dash cams in my car. So one is a very discreet dash cam, and then the other is a 360-degree camera. One of the dash cams actually connect to my carport right here. So it's taking up the only carport that we have on the 3rd gen Colorado. And then I found this on Amazon, and it basically lets you to connect 2 of the carport plugs, as well as 2 USB-Cs and then a USB 3.0 for anything that you need to plug in or charge. The only downside to this is that it's pretty big. It's about the length of my hand. Basically just hidden in here, and you can connect multiple accessories to this, which is very convenient. And then I'm still able to put my little tray on top, just like that, and close it up. Again, out of sight, out of mind. And yeah, I have my plug for my phone, but I can now plug it in there. Next up, we have these RGB interior lights from govee. I got them when they were on sale, and I have other products from govee such as the TV backlight, which interacts with whatever is on your TV screen, and I've been happy with their product. Okay, so here's what's all in the box, and this should take you no longer than 20 minutes. It's pretty simple. All you really have to do is, there's 4 of these lights, obviously one for each side of the vehicle, driver side, passenger side, and then the rear seats. For the rear seats, I'm just gonna put it underneath the front seats, and then on the driver side and passenger side, basically just gonna put it down here. With these lights, you do get a little remote, which is kind of neat. You can even control this on your app. And then we have our cable ties, and then we have a remote which slides out like that. You can attach this to your keychain or wherever. You do get a set of screws, which I'm probably not going to be using today because I do not want to drill holes on my brand new Colorado. We also have one of these plugs right here that you have to plug in your little carport thing. That's why it's important to have this, because now we can plug this in. It seems like GM literally just slipped on a cover on the front seats, because if you look over here, literally can just take this off. It's strapped on by 2 straps on the bottom, since I'm able to raise the front seat. So as you can see below, we have these 2 straps that I just tied my zip ties onto. Here's one strap, here's the other strap right here. And it's basically what's holding the RGB light. And this is what the front looks like. So I have a zip tie here. It's away from the OBD2 port, and then one over here. There is a cable here which I used to tie my zip tie around, and then the other one, I think the other one is over here somewhere. But yeah, it's there. All the wires are hidden behind this plastic panel right here. So, and now I'm gonna feed the cable down here so that, you know, I'm not gonna see it. So basically just keep on feeding it like that so that it'll all be hidden, and then any excess you can just hide underneath your seat. Then with the front passenger, I actually took off the glove box because I want to make sure that I'm not putting the light onto this, so that when it's time to change the cabin air filter or the blower motor, we're not obstructing this part right here. So as you can see, it is zip tied to the inner, I don't know what you call this, glove box mount, I don't know, glove box hinge, whatever this is. So this is the outer one, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that you zip tie it to the inner one. Hopefully you guys can see where I have it zip tied, but basically it looks like that. And so that when you're putting back your glove box, it's not going to be, the zip ties or the LED light isn't going to be in the way because you're zip tying it in the inner. Whereas if you zip tie it over here and you try putting your glove box on, you know, this is the zip tie might be in the way. So make sure when you are installing this, you use the inner side and not the outer side. And I have the other zip tie over here again on the inner part. So it is now dark out. This is my first time seeing it. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Look at that. That's awesome. I love it. Wow. Yeah, it adds a really nice touch to the interior. Yeah, I love it. This is what the back seats looks like. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah. And it looks pretty nice. I like it. Definitely worth the install. And this is me with the lights turned on in the vehicle. As you can see, my face isn't even lit up, and it doesn't cause any distraction while I'm driving because the lights are more focused on my feet rather than my face. So this is from Pt2 for 2023 to basically the 3rd gen Colorados and the GMC Canyon. In the box, you have hood struts itself. We have these brackets. Basically on the Chevy Colorado, of course, we have your hood prop, which, you know, without it, the hood literally drops down like this. And when you open it, you need that hood prop. Basically what you're going to need is a 10mm, and I'm hoping you guys can see, but it's going to be this middle bolt right here that you're going to want to take off first according to the instructions. This is on the driver's side, by the way. Alright, next, so let's do this. Put this right here. Put the bolt back. That's one part done. Next, we're gonna take this top bolt off, which is a different size. 13. Here we go. All right. Take this, make sure this mounting ball is facing that way. I don't want to tighten it all the way just yet. And you're gonna grab one of these, and it should go on. Should go on like that. Okay. And then we're gonna do this part, but we're gonna need to lift. Take that off first. And then there you go. Would you look at that? All right, so that's one side done. We're gonna move on to the other side. And just like that, hood struts are installed. And as you can see, no use of this hood prop anymore. And it's higher up, because look at this. It's about 3 inches higher. If I let go, kind of push it up, it goes up on its own. And technically we can remove this by just taking this bolt off, but I don't know, I'm just gonna keep it there just in case. I hate the RC antenna these trucks come with. They look like a Harry Potter one, and it's an eyesore, which is a shame because I love the overall design of this truck. This is called the Stubby, made in Portland, Oregon, and it's only a few inches long. Installing it is pretty simple. All you have to do is just unscrew this. Look how long that is. It's ridiculous how long this is. It would be a lot better if they just stuck with the shark fin antenna, but having this $25 stubby is a lot better than having that RC car like antenna. Just look at the difference. Look at that. It's crazy. It's a freaking wand. Whoa. This is a drift air freshener for your car. I think this is mahogany. I like the smell of this. It's not too strong, and I've had this for pretty much the whole winter season, and this is pretty much magnetic. Whoops. See, like behind this is basically a scented piece of wood from Drift. This is not sponsored, by the way. And as you can see on the back, there is a magnet, so you can attach this to other things that are metal. And they do give you this magnetic holder, which is really cool. And basically you just put it on like this. It just goes on just like that, and then you just attach it magnetically. They have other scents. I just happen to have the mahogany scent. Is not like where, you know, the little trees where you hang it here or where your turn signal is. The Drift one, you just hang it on your visor, and 9 times out of 10 I never use this, so I'm okay with this being here. But if you do use your visor or your mirror, you just set it off to the side and it won't be blocking this. So that about wraps up this video. As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because I will be doing more videos of the 3rd gen Chevy Colorado as well as my 11th gen Honda Civic. Comment down below what you guys think of this video, or if you have any future suggestions on what I should be doing on the channel. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. This is Chris Time, and peace out.